The Minions are back in the newest Illumination animated film, Minions: The Rise of Gru. Let's see if this new film is worth your time. Hi everybody, my name's Justin. Here I try to watch everything that hits theaters and streaming services. If you guys are like me, you guys are in the right spot. Hit that subscribe button down below for more content. In the 1970s, young Gru tries to join a group of superheroes. When the interview turns disastrous, Gru and his minions go on the run with the vicious six hot on their tails. I'm not the biggest fan of Illumination animated films. I think some of them are okay. I think that the Despicable Me films are easily the best ones of the bunch. And this is one that was pushed back several times due to the pandemic, and I just was curious to see if finally, after it being pushed back for so long, and I do think that the Minions are adorable and a lot of fun, just that the movie that they're in doesn't really work for me. The first Minions movie was alright, not the best thing ever, but this film, surprisingly, was really good. I liked it. I was surprised with how much I actually did enjoy this film. It had that nice balance of a story for Gru as a young kid with his minion. It had moments that felt reminiscent of Despicable Me with the Minions and Gru, but there was a lot of development for Gru's character. He truly believes that he can be one of the best supervillains. So we see this development for this character throughout. It's really fun. He has these gadgets that he's created, and we see that a lot within the Despicable Me films. But what I liked about him being so young, and with Steve Carell voicing the character once again, is that pure innocence to this character and how he wants to become a supervillain, and it's all he dreams about. And we see this surprising relationship that develops between one of the original members of Vicious Six, Wild Knuckles, who is voiced by Alan Arkin. Two come together and they really play off of each other very well. They're there to help each other, they're there to give each other advice, and it turns into this really just heartwarming, sweet relationship that you're just truly invested in within this film. But you have that nice balance of Gru as he's young. He wants to be a supervillain. He's very smart, but then you have the Minions in the film. And a lot of people will view the Minions just as just pure annoyance, and the first Minions film was just an overabundance of those characters. But here we have a nice balance for them. They feel like they have a purpose within this film, and they realize that they've messed up certain things that could help Gru become a supervillain. And so it's up to them to fix their wrongs to help Gru. But with that story, we have several different things going on. The three main minions are learning Kung Fu, and then we have this other minion that is trying to obtain this like medallion. And so there's several things going on within it, but they all kind of just come together to really focus on Gru and him being a supervillain. And when you look at the minions, they are there to help him, and they are there to kind of fix everything. They're there to really just kind of serve Gru. And I like that there's also this friendship that develops, because initially at the end of the first Minions film, he just was seeking out help, and they were there to just kind of help him. But we see this genuine friendship that develops, makes the Despicable Me films much stronger when you look at Gru and his relationships with the Minions. The Minions: Rise of Gru also has a killer soundtrack. It embraces its 1970s setting with the music and the vibe, and it's very colorful. The songs in here really amp up certain sequences, but embraces that 70s with the Vicious Six and their outfits and Gru and everything that goes along within this film. It takes that 1970s setting and just kind of runs with it. It gives you a nice soundtrack, some really bright visuals. It's a good looking film. I love all the side characters from the Vicious Six and what happens to them at the end of the film. The Minions look great once again. Young Gru, all of it, the animation here is top notch for an Illumination film. And I never really have had any issues with Illumination and their quality. It's the films I just have not really enjoyed. But I gotta say that I really liked Rise of Gru. There's a lot of entertaining moments. There's some sweet, heartwarming scenes amongst Gru and Wild Knuckles and the minions as well. Vicious Six, a group of supervillains. Vicious Six provide for a lot of really fast-paced action sequences. There's a ton of laughs. I was surprised with how much I did laugh several times within here. There are certain jokes that my daughter just didn't really catch on to. She's 4 years old, but her and I watched it in theaters and I was laughing and she's looking over at me. Then she starts laughing because I was laughing. So there's a lot of laughs in here. I was really surprised with how much I did like this film. I was going into it not really anticipating it and just thinking it might be even worse than that first Minions film. But that nice balance of Gru as a kid and his development leading into Despicable Me and a lot of nods to that first film, and that nice balance for the minions and the supervillains and the action, the animation, it just came together for a really sweet animated film. So before I give you my score for Minions Rise of Gru, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Minions The Rise of Gru ranks amongst all the other 2022 releases I have seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Minions The Rise of Gru a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for the new Minions film. Have you guys seen it in theaters? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies and you guys stay classy, YouTube.